Last month I was in Hyderabad. I landed there Thursday evening. It was pouring. And to reach for a 30 minutes distance took 2 hours. Next weekend, the following day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 programs in a day, 9 programs, 2,000 people to come to the retreat center, and it's pouring. Weather forecast, next 3 days, thunderstorm. Acha, not even rain, thunderstorm. And all of us in the car who have practiced now this vocabulary. So I had come from Delhi, so I just asked them, I said, how's the weather been last week? So the brother driving the car, he said, don't even ask. We should not be talking about it. And then the sister sitting next to me, she said, but you know, next 3 days is going to be perfect weather. I said, of course, what's there to discuss in that? There's programs lined up next 3 days. There can be nothing but perfect weather. Another third person said, nahi ji, next 3 days is... And then we told them, you and we're all together in the next 3 days here. Just wait and watch what's going to happen in the next 3 days. And everybody was saying 3 days perfect weather. I added my Monday because I had my return flight on Monday. I said, they are talking only about themselves. I have to think of my Monday morning flight also. So I said, no. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday also perfect weather. Everybody created the same energy. At the retreat center, everybody meditated for that because they had put in a lot of effort. A lot of people were going to come. And it was difficult to come in the kind of weather that was there up to Thursday. Friday, drizzle early morning, cloudy during the day. Saturday, cloudy half the day, sunshine second half of the day. Sunday, sunshine the entire day. Monday morning, flight before time. Honestly, before time. No lying. It's all on the records. Before time. And everybody else will say, oh, coincidence. It's not coincidence because it has not happened once. This has not happened once. It happens every time. Every time. Provided, while we are creating that thought, we don't create one element of thought, but you know what, the weather forecast is saying it's going to rain. Thoughts create the world is a power which our ancestors knew and they used to use it. Why would they pray when it did not rain? Why would they pray when it was raining too much? Why would they pray when there was a night? What does praying have to do with nature? Vibrations, thoughts, influence. Why would they pray if somebody is unwell? Because the vibration will influence the body. And what is the meaning of prayer? Start creating high vibrational thoughts. So we should start creating them in the lowest, simplest situation of the day. Ready? But what do? If it is raining, we have 3 options. Either don't create any thought. Don't create any thought. So again, if my hand is hurting, I have 3 options. Either don't create any thought. Then the pain will remain where the pain is. But if I start creating a thought, but it's hurting, it's paining, it's hurting, it's paining, it's going to pain more. So then if I create a thought, it's perfect. It is perfect. I can do whatever I want to do with this hand. It's perfect. And then you see how because everything is an energy blockage. Everything is an energy blockage. And that is why faith healing works. That is why placebo medicine works. Why? Because the mind is 100% convinced, I will take this medicine and I will be fine. Those who doubt that, they will not experience the result. Those who have 100% faith, yes, I will take this medicine and I will be fine. That placebo medicine works. So what is working? What is working? What is working? And if you reflect today on your life, there is not a single person in this hall who has not experienced this in their life. There is no one in this hall who has not experienced it. It is just that sometimes we've experienced it without consciously creating it. Without consciously creating it. But we've all experienced situations where prediction failed, where astrological prediction failed, where medical prediction failed, where weather prediction failed. We've all experienced it. It's just that we didn't connect it and realize this all happened because of our thinking. And once you experiment and you understand it, then you will keep using that power. And then miracles will not be something that happen once in a while. Miracle will not be something that happens once in a while. Miracle will become a way of living. If you can create a right thought and heal your hand, can you not create a right thought and heal your child? Yes or no? Yes or no? Which one is easier to heal, your body or your child? Your child. Because there you're only working with the mind. Here you're working with a lot of other aspects. Body is not only about the mind. Body is about the weather. Body is about the food I put. Body is about the quality of the food that I mean. A lot of dimensions working on this. But when it comes to the mind, there is no other dimension working on this. Only and only the mind. Nothing else goes in the inner world. Outer world, there are a lot of other aspects. Even then, either you or someone you knew has created miracles with that body. Have you heard of people who've created miracles with their body? How many? Raise your hand. Which means defied medical prediction. Even in the negative sense. Even in a negative sense, we defy medical prediction. So the doctor says, yes, things are serious, but you know what? 2-3 years, you'll manage fine. But that mind only takes the line, I am serious. I have this ailment. Medical science said 3 years. They create their reality in 3 months. In a negative manner also, and in a other manner also. Medical science says, no, you will not be able to get out from bed. You will never be able to run. But that mind says, I will run and I will call you on the day to see me running. Yes or no? But when we hear these stories, it feels very good to listen to these stories. They are true stories. And it feels very good. But you know what does our mind say? They are powerful. That's why they were able to do it. No. Every human mind, every soul has the same power. It all depends how much I'm going to use that power. So don't need to use those power in those big situations. Small, simple scenes throughout the day. Simple. Ready to do it right now? And that higher. So when I'm saying my foot is perfect, that's a blessing. Blessing means what I want to see in reality. When your child is in pain and you're saying my child is powerful, that's a blessing. When your child is taking a wrong decision and you are saying my child is powerful and every decision is accurate, it's a blessing. When your child has failed at something that they wanted to do and you are saying everything that happened was good, there was benefit in what has happened, and now what will happen is the right thing for my child, it will become a blessing. But if we start saying, this was not right, now what will happen? Nothing is as good as this, then it is we who are creating that reality that things are not as good as they should have been. Life gets created here, world gets created here, and most important, destiny gets created here, not here. So who's the creator of the destiny? Who's the creator of the destiny? I. And how am I going to start practicing it? Only to remember, my response is not dependent on the situation. My response is completely my choice. Take 30 seconds, close your eyes, and select any situation in your life right now where you are going to apply this right away. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be professional, it could be a family member. And just apply it there. Just change the thought about that situation. Nothing in the situation has changed yet. Change the thought about that situation and take that thought highest. the highest blessing that you can create. And the vocabulary of the blessing has to be what you want to see. You are creating that has already happened. Just one thought. We don't need too many thoughts. Blessing is always one short line, powerful statement. Negative thoughts are long, 1,000 lines. Blessing is one short, powerful statement. Statement of what the reality will be. Our normal negative thoughts are what the current reality is. Blessing is what I want reality to be. Law is thoughts create reality. Always remember, thoughts create reality. So if there is a problem in my life, and my thoughts are going to churn the problem and think about the problem and talk about the problem and listen about the problem, then I am the one who is escalating the crisis. The lens is here. I can either magnify my problem or I can finish my problem. The power is here because the law is thoughts create the world. Okay, how many of you were able to find your blessing? Find your blessing. Very short, powerful statement. There should not be any should happen, will happen, hope happens. No. Short, powerful statement. It has happened. Which means what you want to see has already happened. How many have been able to create that blessing? Great. Open. Great. Anyone who's not able to create, share your problem, we will all create your blessing for you. No, it's good practice for all of us. Anyone feels they were not able to create their blessing? Hanji? Hanji. Share your problem in one line, but. Interesting. Now you see, we've started understanding the dynamics. I am clear what the blessing is, but I want everyone else to give the blessing. Because we know that when everyone else gives the blessing, what's going to happen? If you know this, that when everyone else gives the blessing, things are going to move faster, then also remember that when I share my problems with people, and you know what, my child is going through this, very good. Plant the thought on their mind also now. You know what, I'm not feeling well today. Plant the thought on 5 more minds. They are family. They are not thinking negative. They are thinking normal. They are not thinking negative. They are thinking normal. So if you come and tell me, you know what, I'm not well. So my normal thinking is, oh, she's not well. And then I will go to her and tell her, you know what, she's not well. And then she will go and tell her, you know what, she's not well. And everybody will say, she's not well, she's not well, she's not well. And what will happen? So basically, when you're not feeling well, what are you supposed to tell the world? The day you're not feeling well, what are you supposed to tell the world? Even if you're coming out of a hospital and you meet a friend there, and the friend says, what happened? You're coming out, nothing, I'm perfect, chalo, ghar chalo. Finish it off. Don't plant those thoughts on other people's minds, what you don't want in your reality. Don't just share it as casual conversation. It is not casual conversation. Don't believe that if I share my problem with the other person, I will feel better. You cannot feel better by spreading negative information about yourself, because their minds will now create that same thought which you have given them, and very soon, earlier there was one mind creating that thought, and now there are 5 minds creating that thought. And nowadays people go and post their problem on social media. When I read that problem, I say, like, bless this soul, what have they gone and done? You're telling the world there is this problem in my life. Hanji? You need their help. You talk about the doing. And along with that, if you need emotional help, then you tell them, you know what, please create this thought for me. We do that. If anyone we know is not feeling well, together we will all create that thought for them of perfect health. We know there is a crisis going on in somebody's family. Together we will create a thought of perfection coming in that family. But you have to be careful that whom you are sharing with, they should know how to create that blessing for you. Because otherwise, unaware, we invite lot of, they are genuine, they really care for us. But their care is coming out of attachment. And because care is coming out of attachment, it has worry in it. It has fear in it. And then I'm suddenly having so much of worry and fear in my life. So you can say, I am perfect, but you know what, I need this help from you. You say, but how can you be perfect? Well, I am perfect. Don't worry about me. But at work, I need this help from you. Dissociate your problem from your mind. Problems are outside. Problems are, please say it. Problems are outside. Mind is, I know. Mind is perfect. Problems are outside. Mind is perfect. Okay? Let's say it again. Problems are outside. Mind is perfect. This has to be the mantra of life. And when the problem is outside and mind is perfect, very soon problem is over. And even if there is a problem which doesn't have a solution, there can be certain issues which don't have a solution. Now, was that a nice thought to create here? You don't have to say it. Please take care. Don't go and say this to people. Blessings don't have to be spoken. Suppose your husband is shouting at you and you're saying, you're perfect, you're perfect, you're perfect. Then they will shout more. No, exactly. So don't say it. Where do I have to say it? I have to say it here. Say it here. Say it here. And watch how things change there. Don't believe any of this till you do it. But when you do it, then you will never stop doing it. Because then you will realize that things were so easy, it was we who complicated the matter. It is we who've complicated things. Even if one person in the family just starts sending this higher vibrational energy to the other people, all conflicts at home just dissolve and finish like this. Just disappears. Because the conflict is not outside, the conflict is in the way we are thinking about each other. People are not going to be my way. But if I think right for them, the relationship will be perfect. I can still not agree with what you're doing. I can still not agree with what you're doing, and you may still not agree with what I'm doing. But if we think right for each other, harmony will still exist even if we don't agree with what we are doing. And that is what is needed in a family. It's not possible that every time we will agree with each other's choices. But for every time that we don't agree, conflict is not the answer. Emotional pain is not the answer. Moving away is not the answer. I don't want to live with you is not the answer. I want to separate is not the answer. That seems to be a very easy answer nowadays. I'm not getting anything from you, you're not getting anything. Why are we together? Chalo. This is not the way. It's not about moving away from people, it's about I am moving away from my highest version of myself. We thought living alone will be happiness.